Ever wonder why some people seem to navigate through life effortlessly while others struggle? The secret may lie in emotional intelligence. Emotional intelligence, often abbreviated as EQ, is the ability to recognize, understand, and manage our own emotions, while also recognizing, understanding, and influencing the emotions of others. It's essentially the capacity to be emotionally aware. This awareness is crucial in today's world, where human interaction and understanding are key to success, both personally and professionally. Imagine you're in a heated discussion with a friend. Your heart is pounding, your mind is racing. It's a high-stakes situation and you're feeling cornered. How you react in this moment could either strengthen your friendship or create a rift. In situations like these, it's your emotional intelligence that comes into play. It helps you understand your emotions, the emotions of your friend, and guides your response in a way that is productive rather than destructive. Now, think about your workplace. You're in a team meeting, tensions are high, deadlines are looming, and everyone is on edge. Here too, emotional intelligence is your secret weapon. It allows you to navigate the emotional landscape of your team, to empathize with your colleagues, to manage your own stress, and to lead with understanding and compassion. But why is mastering emotional intelligence so important? The answer is simple. High levels of emotional intelligence foster stronger relationships, increase empathy and understanding, improve decision-making, and lead to a more satisfying and successful life. As the great philosopher Aristotle once said, anyone can become angry. That is easy. But to be angry with the right person, to the right degree, at the right time, for the right purpose, and in the right way, that is not easy. That, my friends, is the essence of emotional intelligence. Intriguing, isn't it? Stay with us as we delve deeper into how you can master your emotional intelligence. Emotional intelligence isn't a single skill. It's a collection of skills that combine to form what we call emotional intelligence. It's like a puzzle, and each piece is critical to see the whole picture. Let's break down these pieces, shall we? Firstly, we have self-awareness. This is the ability to recognize and understand your own emotions. It's about being in tune with what you're feeling and why. It's the internal compass that helps you navigate your thoughts and feelings. Self-awareness is the foundation of emotional intelligence, as it's hard to manage or understand others' emotions if we can't even understand our own. The second component is self-management. This is all about controlling your emotions, not letting them control you. It's about responding, not reacting. When you're self-aware, you know what you're feeling. When you're self-managing, you know how to handle those feelings effectively. It's the difference between letting anger lead to a shouting match or using it as a signal that something needs to change. Next up, we have social awareness. This involves understanding and empathizing with the emotions of others. It's about reading the room, picking up on the emotional currents in a group. We all know that one person who always seems to say the wrong thing at the wrong time. They're lacking in social awareness. But when you're socially aware, you can better connect with others on a deeper level. Finally, there's relationship management. This is the ability to build and maintain healthy relationships based on mutual respect and understanding. It's about managing interactions successfully. This involves clear communication, conflict resolution, and the ability to inspire and influence others. It's the application of self-awareness, self-management, and social awareness in our relationships. These four components form the pillars of emotional intelligence. Mastering them is the key to mastering emotional intelligence. Imagine them as the four corners of a house. Without one, the entire structure becomes unstable. But with all four, you have a solid foundation for a thriving emotional life. And that, my friends, is what emotional intelligence is all about. First, we have self-awareness. Remember when Socrates said, "Know thyself"? He was talking about self-awareness. Self-awareness is the cornerstone of emotional intelligence. It's like a mirror that reflects our inner selves, allowing us to recognize our feelings, thoughts, and behaviors. It's the ability to understand our strengths and weaknesses, our desires and fears, what makes us tick. But why is it so important, you might wonder? Well, self-awareness is the foundation of emotional intelligence, because it enables us to understand how our emotions affect our thoughts and actions. and how we interact with others. It's like having a compass that guides us in managing our emotions and navigating our relationships. It's the key that unlocks the door to emotional intelligence. So, how can we improve our self-awareness? Let's dive into some simple techniques. Firstly, mindfulness. This is the practice of being present in the moment, of paying attention to our feelings, thoughts, and sensations without judgment. It's about observing, not evaluating. It's about experiencing, not interpreting. Mindfulness can be practiced through meditation, deep breathing, or simply taking a few moments each day to tune into your inner world. Secondly, journaling. Writing about our day, our thoughts, our feelings can be a powerful tool for self-discovery. It allows us to explore our inner landscape, to notice patterns and trends in our emotions, and to gain insights into our reactions and behaviors. Finally, feedback. Seeking constructive feedback from others can provide valuable insights into how we come across, how we affect others, and how we can improve. It's like getting a second opinion on our self-perception. Now, it's important to remember that mastering self-awareness is not a one-time event, but a lifelong journey. It's like climbing a mountain where every step brings you closer to the peak, every step brings you closer to understanding yourself, to mastering your emotional intelligence. So, take the first step. Start practicing mindfulness, start journaling, start seeking feedback. And as you do, you'll start seeing yourself more clearly, understanding yourself more deeply, and ultimately, mastering your emotional intelligence. Practice these techniques regularly, and you'll notice a significant improvement in your self-awareness. Next, we have self-management. Think of it as your personal thermostat. It's about keeping your emotions in check. Let's dive into what exactly self-management is. It's the ability to control your emotions and behaviors, especially in stressful situations. Much like a thermostat, it's about adjusting your emotional temperature to maintain a balanced state. It's the difference between reacting impulsively and responding thoughtfully. Now, why is this important? Well, imagine being in a heated debate. If you let your anger or frustration take over, you might say something you'll regret. But if you master self-management, you can keep your cool and handle the situation calmly and logically. Now you might be thinking, that sounds great, but how do I do it? Well, let's break it down with some simple techniques. First off, practice mindfulness. This is about being present in the moment, not dwelling on the past or worrying about the future. It allows you to be aware of your emotions as they arise, without judgment. Secondly, implement emotional pauses. When you feel a strong emotion coming on, take a moment to pause. This gives you time to identify what you're feeling and why before deciding how to respond. Thirdly, engage in physical activity. Exercise is not just good for the body, but also the mind. It's a natural stress reliever and can help you maintain emotional balance. And finally, develop a positive mindset. This doesn't mean ignoring negative emotions, but rather acknowledging them and then choosing to focus on the positive. Remember, you can't control everything that happens to you, but you can control how you respond. Think of these techniques as tools in your self-management toolbox. The more you practice, the better you'll become at using them. Now, it's important to note that mastering self-management doesn't mean suppressing your emotions. It's about understanding them, controlling them, and using them in a way that benefits you and those around you. By mastering self-management, you'll be able to handle stressful situations more effectively. And not just that, you'll also find that your relationships improve, your decision-making gets better, and you become a more resilient person overall. So why not give it a try? Start mastering your self-management today. Now, onto social awareness. As the great Maya Angelou once said, "I've learned that people will forget what you said, people will forget what you did, but people will never forget how you made them feel." Social awareness is all about that feeling. It's the ability to understand and interpret the emotional cues of others, to empathize with their perspectives, and to recognize and appreciate the dynamics of social interactions. It's like having a personal radar, constantly scanning the emotional landscape of the people around you. Why is this important? Well, in a world that's increasingly interconnected, We're often thrown into complex social situations. These could be anything from a casual conversation with a friend to a high-stakes business meeting. Being socially aware means we can navigate these situations with grace and understanding. Think of it like this. Social awareness is the bridge that connects our inner world with the outer world. It's the tool we use to understand other people's feelings, needs, and concerns. And when we understand these things, we can respond in ways that are both appropriate and helpful. So how can we improve our social awareness? Firstly, practice active listening. This means fully focusing on the person who's speaking, showing genuine interest, and giving feedback. This isn't just about hearing words, it's about understanding the emotions behind those words. Secondly, observe nonverbal cues. A lot can be said without uttering a single word. Body language, facial expressions, and tone of voice can all provide valuable insights into someone's emotional state. Lastly, cultivate empathy. Try to put yourself in the other person's shoes. Imagine how they might be feeling. This can help you understand their perspective, which is a key component of social awareness. Remember, social awareness isn't just about understanding others. It's also about understanding the impact of our own actions on others. It's about creating an environment where everyone feels valued and heard. By improving your social awareness, you'll be able to build stronger, more meaningful relationships. And isn't that what life's all about? Building connections, fostering understanding, and creating a world where we can all thrive together. Finally, we have relationship management. It's all about how we interact with others. Relationship management, the last pillar of emotional intelligence, is the ability to use your understanding of your own emotions and the emotions of others to manage interactions successfully. This means being able to connect with others in a deep and direct way, to sense and understand their emotions, and to manage personal or professional relationships judiciously and empathetically. Think about it, we are social creatures. We thrive on connection, cooperation, and mutual understanding. Our relationships with others are the threads that weave the fabric of our lives. They can bring us great joy, but can also cause profound frustration and sadness when they're not working well. That's where the art of relationship management comes into play. So, how do you improve relationship management? Well, let's start with empathy. Empathy is about understanding others' feelings and responding to them appropriately. It's not just about being nice, it's about truly understanding where another person is coming from, even if you don't agree with them. Next, let's talk about conflict management. Conflict is inevitable in any relationship, but how you handle it matters. By acknowledging the emotions at play and addressing them head-on, you can turn conflict into a stepping stone for deeper understanding and mutual growth. And then there's the magic of effective communication. It's not just about speaking clearly, but also about listening actively. It's about being present, giving feedback, and showing that you value the other person's perspective. Remember, relationship management is a skill, and like any skill, it can be improved with practice. Start small. Try to empathize more, manage conflicts better, and communicate more effectively. You may stumble, and that's okay. It's all part of the learning process. Mastering relationship management will enable you to navigate through your personal and professional life more smoothly. So, keep practicing, keep improving, and remember that every interaction is an opportunity to learn and grow. Before we wrap up, if you find this video helpful, consider subscribing to our channel and hitting that notification button so you'll never miss our future videos. We've journeyed together through the landscape of emotional intelligence, and I hope you found it both enlightening and empowering. We started off by understanding what emotional intelligence, or EI, is all about. It's not just about recognizing our emotions, but also understanding them, managing them, and using them to interact effectively with others. We then delved into the 4 key components of emotional intelligence: self-awareness, self-management, social awareness, and relationship management. Each of these components is like a piece of a jigsaw puzzle, and when they all fit together, you get a clear picture of emotional intelligence. Self-awareness, the first component, is about understanding your emotions and their impact on your actions and decisions. It's about looking inward, reflecting on your feelings, and understanding why you react the way you do. Just like Socrates advised, know thyself. Next, we explored self-management. It's not enough to just know your emotions. You also need to manage them. This means controlling impulsive feelings, managing your emotions in healthy ways, and staying flexible in changing situations. We then moved on to social awareness. This is about understanding the emotions of others, empathizing with them, and picking up on emotional cues. It's about stepping into someone else's shoes, seeing the world from their perspective. Finally, we discussed relationship management, the last piece of our EI puzzle. This involves using your understanding of your own and others' emotions to manage interactions successfully. It's about building strong, positive relationships, resolving conflicts effectively, and inspiring and influencing others. Now, it's your turn to put this knowledge into practice. Start by observing your emotions, then work on managing them. Pay attention to the feelings of others and use this understanding to build stronger relationships. Remember, mastering emotional intelligence is not a one-time task, but a continuous journey of learning and growth. As Aristotle once said, anyone can become angry. That is easy. But to be angry with the right person, to the right degree, at the right time, for the right purpose, and in the right way, this is not easy. Let's strive to master our emotional intelligence and live a more fulfilling life. And don't forget to share this video with those who you think might need it. Let's help each other grow. Until next time, keep learning, keep growing.